Hey, I'm Sid the Sicko Kid, and today I'm telling you the story of how I passed out at school. It all started on just like a regular school day. It was supposed to be normal, and I did some like math. Then I went to recess, hang out with my friends. And then we went back in class to, do school stuff, what you do in class. And then we went to recess again, which is the lunch recess. After that was lunch. The worst time. Well, it was the best time of the day, but, the worst time to pass out. And as I was getting my lunch, I felt a little dizzy and hot, so I took off my jacket. I asked my friend if they wanted a milk. They're like, yeah, but then I thought, wait, don't forget, they were expired last time. They tasted really bad last time. And they're like, yeah, and then we moved on. And then, I was starting to take off my jacket, but then once I reached the end, I passed out, and someone caught me, and then they let me on the stage. I was on the stage. I was couldn't even talk. And I was on the stage, and I couldn't really talk. The stage is where, it's inside of the cafeteria where kids do plays in school, and they just laid me there on the stage. I couldn't even talk. I was literally trying to I said I wanted to go home, in a little creepy voice, I want to go home, like that. And they called 911. They called 911, kids were yelling, call 911, call 911. It was crazy. They called 911, the ambulance came. They got me this little bed, in the hospital, and they put me on it. My mom carried me up there, and then I was brought into the side of the ambulance. It was actually pretty cold there. It was really cold. To ride, my mom told me how much it how much it cost, and I was probably $50, and she's $2,000 and 31 cents or something. I forgot. And as I was in the ambulance, there was this little mirror, and I saw the road running, and I just stared at that the whole time. It was so boring in there. They kept asking me questions. When's your birthday? Or what's your favorite food? Or something like that. And then they took me to the hospital. I was really tired though on the ambulance ride, and once I got there I was still pretty tired. And they got me into they carried me over on the hospital bed with a blanket. And I was still pretty tired. My mom went on the bed to lay with me. I was bored, so I asked my mom. We played I Spy in a game, and she was like, I don't know what game to play. I'm like, what about I Spy? It's what we always do when we go to the hospital. And so we played I Spy for a little bit, and then the doctor came. They kept asking me the same questions they did on the ambulance ride, what's your birthday, what's your favorite food, the same exact thing. Then after they did some pretty painful things, on my arm, they took some blood from me, and then there was blood throwing through the pipe, and then they put it in my arm, specifically right here, on this exact arm. And then, that's what happened. And then they put this tape on my body, that kept it there. and then that kept like the little pipe there, and then it really hurt to take it off once they like ripped it off. And then after we went home, and yeah, we went home. But as we were going outside, there was this tape still on my body that they told me to get off when they have home. We just after we got out, we just ripped it right off, put it in the trash. Then we just and the thing is, it was right before I even got to eat my lunch, so I had to wait a long time to even get my lunch. But after I drove to Little Caesars with my dad, so we could get Little Caesars for dinner. And then, then we went home. But that should be the end of the video, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe, or the same thing will happen to you. But see you later, guys. See you in the next video.
And just for the adding reasons, the coronavirus, I have a 2-month off thing from school, and it's awesome. See you next time. This is Turd Smasher 2009 and the Sicko Kid.
Sicko Kid.
Signing off.